Which is happy Monday, and let's see, it is the Monday right after Easter, so hope you and your family had a great Easter holiday and had a fun celebration. So, wanted to get back with you. Every couple weeks we're going to start sending you videos with commonly asked questions, because we want to keep you informed to make sure that you have all the answers for your kids, so when they have questions, you have the answers for them too. So, one thing that came up last week was safety on tour. So I just wanted to run through all of our safety procedures. That way you're aware of how we're going to keep you and your kids safe, while at the same time showing you the experience of a lifetime. So the first thing is we're proactive. We rely on the U.S. State Department that if they put any kind of travel warnings on where we're going, we don't go there. For example, if they put a travel warning on Italy, we're not going to go to Italy. So that's the first part, is we heed their advice and we're proactive in, keeping you guys safe. Then secondly is your bilingual tour manager. Let's just stick with Italy again for our example. You go to Italy, you're going to have a local Italian with you 24/7, and they're going to run your tour. All the logistics of hotels, restaurants, tours, tour bus, getting us to the games, they're going to run all of that for you. So we've got them. And then we're also part of Travel Assist. And this is a global network of doctors and hospitals. So no matter where we're at in the world, there's never any question on what doctors we're going to see or what hospitals we're going to go to. And where this usually comes into play are injuries. We send 500 kids overseas every summer. Injuries happen, just the sheer numbers and playing sports. So what I want to make sure you guys understand, that you can pass along to the parents, is if something happens, there's never any guesswork on our part. So if you're playing volleyball in Milan, somebody comes down, breaks her ankle, the tour manager is going to get on their iPad, look it up and say, okay, we're at this gym, so that means we're going to go see this hospital and, or go to this hospital and see this doctor. So there's no guesswork on our part. We already have everything planned out in the event that something happens. So that's the, I guess, the third level of protection. Then the fourth level is ACIS has overseas offices. They have offices in, let's see, London, Paris, Madrid, and Rome. So if something were to happen, we have the infrastructure and the manpower to make sure to keep everybody safe. So I want to let you know that ACIS is that global organization that have boots on the ground, so to speak, getting a pulse of the city and having the manpower to make sure that all of our kids and all of our travelers are taken care of. Then lastly is the 24/7, 365 duty officer. So ACIS has somebody on call every day, every minute of the year in case something happens. So if something happens overseas, the parents are one phone call away, and vice versa. If something happens back here at home and we need to get a hold of your kid, one phone call away to update everybody on what's going on. So that is, in a nutshell, all of our safety procedures. But the most important thing that I want to communicate to you is we are prepared. There's no guesswork on our part. So if situations A, B, or C happen, we've got processes 1, 2, 3 to make sure that we know what we're doing. So there's no guesswork. So just wanted to make sure and go over all of that for you. The next thing we'll cover is fundraising. A couple fundraising ideas is, here in Kansas, we had a volleyball group that's going to Italy. They went up to the Kansas Speedway and did concession stands and made, I don't know, a couple $1,000 in one day. Another group, a basketball team out of Michigan, worked Michigan State football games and basketball games selling concessions and made a ton of money that way too. So those are two areas that you can concentrate on for group fundraising. Is go out, if you have bigger schools, bigger events in your area, contact them about doing fundraising, and they're going to give you a portion of the money that you sell. So there's a couple fundraising ideas for you there. Again, make sure all of your kids are hitting those deadlines. May 1st is going to be the next deadline. Make sure they get signed up by that May 1st deadline to lock in that price. You know, they can still sign up afterwards, but to lock in that current price, you're going to be looking at that May 1st deadline. So if any of them have any questions, tell them to contact us about that deadline. Then let's see. Easter. I know what I was going to talk to you about is Easter. Yesterday I was with the family, you know, having a great Easter celebration, and it just got me thinking about Italy. And not only, you know, just the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel, but one of the great things about Italy is I shouldn't say just Italy, is Rome in particular, is wherever you look, you're looking at a 2,000-year-old building. And it is just unbelievable, just the history compared to the United States, where an old building here is maybe 200 years old, and buildings there were at the time of Christ. And it's just so fascinating to be able to walk in those same footsteps as the people back then. So just wanted to share that thought about Italy and Easter, and all of that kind of came around together. Then the last thing I'll talk to you about is the next steps, you know, where you're at in the process. One, if you're a coach and your team is set, all you need to do is continue following up with your kids. Make sure that they know that we're here for them if they have any questions. So just stay in touch with your kids on a regular basis. Then second, if you're a coach and we've sent out invitations, we need to follow up with those kids and get them to a yes or a no as quickly as we can. Because yes, if they want to go, that's great. Let's get them signed up. Or no, if they can't go, you know what? That's fine too. Just let us know so we can take you off the list and we'll move on to somebody else. In recruiting, the only unacceptable answer is maybe. So we want to get them to a yes or a no as quickly as we can. Then thirdly, if you're a coach and you have not sent in your players yet, please send us those players so we can send out the invitations and work on that recruiting process to get them to a yes or a no. So if you guys need anything or if you have any questions, please go to my online scheduler, set a time to chat, and we can go over anything specific that you have questions on. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.